Hi guys, this is Polished by Lauren. This is my new YouTube account. I started this account because I was sent a package from MoYou and I wanted to give them a really good review because they were so kind in sending me these items. So I decided to make a longer, more detailed video on YouTube. I went ahead and stamped 8 designs for you already. I did all of the designs of the plates that I was sent. I was sent 2 stamping plates, but I also want to do one on camera, but since I don't want to take up a bunch of time, I'm gonna only do one, and that's why I stamped 8 already. So I was sent stamping plate 128, and I was sent plate N20. I was also sent this aquamarine polish and this black polish. I went ahead and stamped a couple of things onto a piece of paper just to show you guys all the designs, and then I'm also going to do one on camera. So this is a very intricate design, this one right here. I used plate N20. I was very surprised that the polish got into the indentation and that it stamped so well. It's so, as you can see, it's very intricate, and there's a lot of design in there, and there's almost no fingerprinting, so I was really surprised. That one really worked. This is kind of just stripes. You can use nail vinyls for this design, but I think that sometimes a plate could kind of work better, especially for fish scales, because you have to always throw out the vinyl once you're done and you use it. So a plate is so much better because you can just use it over and over and over. So these stripes, they have a little bit of the little fingerprinting and some gaps in there. And then this excess polish in the white part, that was my fault. But I think overall they did a really nice job. And I think if there was, if I had a better scraper, there would have been no gaps. This is kind of like a lips, like a kiss design. This, if you can see, there's a little bit of white spots in between the lips. So the fact that the indentation in the plate was so fine that would be picked up as no polish space was really, really impressive. There is a bit of fingerprinting here, but that's no big deal. You can always fix that, and with practice it can be improved. This is a fish scale design. I actually have it on my nails right now, except for the middle finger because I have to film a tutorial for you guys. But this, I really love this design. This is probably my favorite design out of all of them because if anyone has like nail vinyls at home for fish scales, you have to use like a full nail square when you do it, and then you can have to throw it away. So I think that stamping is so much easier and it's more convenient and cost effective, and I think it's so much better for designs like this. So there is a little gap right here, but if you can see really closely, overall it is very well stamped. There's so much, it's just the curves and everything just looks great. This is a zebra print. Again, you can do something like this with vinyls, but I think that stamping is a better alternative for this one because, again, with zebra print you have to use a full nail square. So this one has a little bit of fingerprinting in the gaps, right, like on the corners, but no big deal. It's still stamped very well. This is kind of like a rocky design, I don't know. It would kind of look, I think it would definitely look good, maybe like a Earth Day mani, you know what I mean? Or it's kind of an abstract design. I used the turquoise polish for this one, and even though it's a very light polish and a simple design, it still picked it up very well. A little bit of fingerprinting here, but not a biggie. This is a chevron design. Again, you can use vinyls for this. However, I think that depending on what kind of design you're doing, plates can be better or vinyls can be better. Here, if you're just doing a regular chevron design, I think that stamping is better because it's so much quicker and easier. There is a little bit of fingerprinting here, but that is just because of just my scraper and the way that it scrapes, and also my stamper because it's kind of hard to see, but it has I don't know how to say it. It looks like, I call it fingerprinting because it looks like someone put a fingerprint in the design before it dried. So that is There's a little bit there, but definitely with a different scraper and stamper and maybe a little bit more polish, it could definitely be improved, but overall it's a really nice design. The last one is kind of like a vertical, like a V design. I don't know what it's called maybe. But this is very unique. I've never seen this design before, ever. I use the teal design. There's a little bit right there, but that's just from underneath right here, from where it bled through. And same thing with the stripes. So that is not the polish fault. There's a little bit of gaps right here, but they are very thin lines. If you look, the lines are super thin right there. So, I mean, it's not a big deal that it didn't pick it up. And I will definitely try this one again. But look how thin it gets right there. That is a really good stamping job. So those are the ones that I stamped before. Right now, I'm going to stamp one on camera for you guys so you can see how it works. I think I am going to do the chevrons because that one probably looks the worst and I want to do a better job. Okay, so again, I'm using plate 128 and just a MoYou black nail polish. You can use other nail polishes, but I think that these work better because they have a good consistency. So I'm going to spread that on. Doesn't have to be the full thing, full coverage. It's just as long as you get all of it on. And so there's a few empty spots, so I'm going to put a little bit more there. And I'm going to scrape. So that looks good. I'm going to take my stamper, press it down. That transferred very nicely. And I'm just going to stamp again. So if you see here, there is a little bit of fingerprinting again, but I think that is just my stamper's fault. If you probably use another scraper, it would look different and it wouldn't have the same effect, but this does not demonstrate MoYou's quality at all. They have a very nice line of products, and I think their quality is probably one of the best that I've seen in stampers. So I'm just going to do one more before I sign off. I'm going to do this one because it probably was the one that didn't pick up, again, the best. So just going to cover that. Take my scraper, the stamper, press that down, picked up pretty nicely. Let's see again. Okay, there we go, that's better. So here, it has a little bit of the black left over, probably on the scraper, but look at how intricate the lines get and how thin they get and how that all comes together in one little point. That is definitely a really good stamping plate. All of these products can be purchased at MoYou.us online, just MoYou, and then all the plates can be found in their plate section. Thanks for watching, and be sure to hit the subscribe button and follow me on Instagram at PolishedByLauren.